Hello fellow motorists, this is David, your fellow motorist behind the wheel at Motorist Singapore. Today we'll review a Cat A SUV that's all about V. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified of our future updates. Aion is the mass market brand of GAC, one of the biggest EV makers in China. Aion is also growing bigger in Singapore, where it was the third best-selling EV brand last year. Not bad at all for a small market with big prices and huge competition. Cheap and good is hard to achieve when COE is expensive, but Aion is somehow able to stretch your budget to buy a new EV which is cheap and great. Indeed, it's very easy to like the Aion V at first sight. According to Aion designers, the V design combines the prehistoric with the futuristic. Maybe they visualize Jurassic Park in a public car park. The headlights try to look like the claws of the T-Rex, while the strong body lines are supposed to look as powerful as the T-Rex, but without scaring children and other theme park visitors on a deserted island. The V also has an Aion emblem on its grilleless nose, which is a new sign of the automaker putting itself out there. To my eyes at least, the Aion V does not have the face of a dinosaur. In fact, here and now, the only thing that looks like an old dino is me, an uncle beside the stylo youngster from China. This is a classic SUV shape. Boxy, upright, rugged, and ready to bash through any jungle, concrete, or Jurassic. But the Aion V has its own delightful design character. This is an SUV in a sea of SUVs. The fenders are chunky and funky. The 19-inch wheels are also chunky and funky. And the roof rails are ready for a cargo box or bicycle rack. And there's a checkered flag motif on the C-pillar that might encourage off-road racing in the countryside. Even the body color is outdoorsy. This is called Sahara Sand. The Aion V is also available in other colors suitable for adventurers, such as Volcano Orange, Glacier White, and Everest Grey. Speaking of Mount Everest, the Aion V is quite a mountain compared to the hills of crossovers out there. This car is just over 4.6 meters long with a wheelbase to match. This is a big car in a small city. The T-Rex claws from the headlights reappear on the taillights. The electrically operated boot is spacious and squarish, perfect for household duties. It also has a multi-purpose floorboard to help organize your stuff in the trunk. The back seat of the Aion V is very roomy. Not only can a national basketball player park his head, legs and shoulders in here comfortably, but there's also enough footwell space for a little game of two-man football. And this little indoor football field is also easily accessible thanks to the flat floor and wide opening rear doors that open to almost 90 degrees. I also appreciate the comfortable back seats. They have plush leather cushioning, individual recline, and a generous center armrest to give that lounge feel. It even works as a sky lounge when you look at the panoramic glass roof. If I'm a lounge manager working on my laptop, the seatback's built-in table is exactly what I need. It's sturdy and spacious and way better than the airliner table on board Premium Economy. Seated behind the wheel of the Aion V, three other Vs pop up in my mind. GV, Gold Class seats. LV, Premium Quality. And MTV, Entertainment and Enjoyment. The coolest feature in here is literally very cool. The mini fridge, which can be set to keep ice cream frozen. It can also function as a cooler box to keep your drinks cool. Best of all, it can even work as a warmer to keep your food hot. The main screen is a high-res 14.6-inch device, which provides plenty of space for apps, icons, and infographics. It also supports wireless Apple CarPlay for iPhones. Everything on screen is pretty logical and well organized, with frequently used functions accessed at the bottom of the touchscreen, such as aircon, all-round parking camera system, and essential vehicle settings. The 8.8-inch display directly in front of the driver is also logical and well organized. The important info such as speed, range, and driving mode is presented clearly, while secondary info such as audio, tire pressures, and trip data is also easy to read at a glance. Two aspects of driving the Aion V are very good. The first very good aspect, the electric performance in Singapore is sensible and user-friendly. The possible range on a full battery could exceed 600 kilometers on a full battery if you try to drive gently in the city. But getting over 400 kilometers consistently every day, everywhere, is easy even if you don't try to save energy on the move. The car is not very fast when rushing on the highway, but it recharges very fast via 180 kilowatt DC where available. At this high charging rate, the Aion V could add 300 kilometers of range in 15 minutes. So, range anxiety won't be an issue with the Aion V in Singapore. Anyway, the EV charging booths are mushrooming everywhere with encouragement from the authorities. The point-to-point performance of the Aion V is more than adequate, especially between standstill and 60 kilometers per hour, which will cover most traffic situations in Singapore. The second very good aspect, this car is a comfortable cruiser. The suspension is smooth and stable, even when the road surface is rough. And the ride is quiet, even on 225/45 R19 tyres. And the interior insulation against the busy external world is excellent. Making the V cruise even more comfortably is the driver's seat. There's plenty of space around me, good support, and great visibility. The Aion V has a sensible electric setup. Single motor, 100 kilowatts to fit within a series category A, and front drive. Its electric consumption is about 17.2 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers, and the range from its 65.3 kilowatt hour battery is 485 kilometers on the WLTP combined cycle. The range is even better if it's mostly driven in the city. The Aion V is very comfortable, very sensible, and very distinctive. It is also packed with value and versatility. In a Chinese nutshell, driving from point A to point B is way less interesting than driving from point A to point V with Aion. Thank you for watching this episode of Motorist mReview. Until next time, see you soon and drive safe.
Motorist